Hey folks, this is Thomas from Rayscaper. It's been a while since the last Rayscaper release, but I've been very busy preparing for this 0.8 release. Reason why it took so long is because this release now supports GPU rendering for Rayscaper. I think it was worth the wait. I do want to emphasize that Rayscaper still is beta software. There might still be crashes, things might not always work, or you might get unexpected results. I do appreciate all those people who have been trying Rayscaper so far. I've been getting useful feedback and bug reports, and so please keep them coming. Going forward, I will get on a more regular release schedule and provide more frequent updates for Rayscaper. As soon as there are bug fixes or improvements, I'll make them available on the Sketchucation forum. I hope by getting on this regular or more regular release cadence, that will converge to a very stable piece of software very soon. The first feature I want to demonstrate is GPU rendering. I have here this hallway scene from Rich O'Brien from Sketchucation. Cheers for that. And I want to demonstrate CPU and GPU rendering and the speed differences you might expect. First of all, let's render the scene on the CPU. So let's use global illumination, and you'll see that it's interactive, it's fast, or as fast as you can expect from a CPU renderer, but it takes quite some time to actually accumulate the samples. So you can see, for example, here, we're 15 seconds in and we have about 14 samples per pixel. Now, to switch to GPU mode, it's as simple as going to the Render tab and then changing the engine. So we change the engine to GPU. As you can see, it goes a lot faster, right? Here we have 6 seconds and we're done rendering. Now, for GPU rendering, you will need a NVIDIA compatible GPU with compute model 50 or higher. I will provide a link on the forum post and in the documentation so you can check your GPU. You can configure your GPUs here in the global settings. So here you see I have 2 GPUs. So you can toggle GPUs and change which GPU or GPUs you want to use for Rayscaper. Now, if your machine doesn't support GPU, then it will say so here. And you can just use Rayscaper using CPU rendering, just like before. The next feature that I want to demonstrate is the material library. So, for example, let's use our pick tool and pick this beautiful red here from this chair. So here on the right, you'll see that this chair is a Disney material configured with this reddish color and some settings. Now, it would be great if I can actually save this material for use in other scenes. So I can go here to the quick edits menu, click on save material, and then I can give it some useful inputs. So I can say, for example, red letter, the author is Thomas, category is letters, and maybe a tag red. Then I click on done. Let's see, Rayscaper is saving the material. And then here in my asset library, I can go to the materials tab and I see that I have a material now called red letter. Now, if I want to apply this material to the scene, I can just drag and drop it, and my floor is now red letter. So in one of the next releases, I'll also add the feature to import and export material libraries or individual materials from other users. The idea is at some point we'll have a nice collection of materials and we can ship Rayscaper with a whole set of predefined materials, just like we do with the HDRIs and textures. Thanks for your interest in Rayscaper. In case you run into a problem, have a question, or just want to provide some feedback, I would love to hear from you. You can find me on the Sketchucation forums under the username PixelCruncher, or send me an email via thomas@rayscaper.com. I'm looking forward to hear from you.